Good morning, my loves. We are on day 19 of our 21-day adventure, and if you were with me last night, you know that we finally arrived to our final destination. If you weren't with me last night and you guessed Rome, you guessed correctly. We are in fact in Rome, and I need to show you, this is the view. Let me show you from the hotel room. We're in the center of Rome. It is, I don't know, 7:30 in the morning. Cloudy skies. Might be some rain later, but, you know, we'll work it out. It's quite starting to pick up the town here, but I wanted to tell you something about this site. I didn't mention it last night, but I have to tell you. So, behind me, this is roughly the size of a football field. These are called the ruins of Argentina. In approximately, I think the year was 1926, there was an apartment building across the street here. They tore it down to make room for a new apartment building, and they came across some ruins. So over the course of the next 50 years, they did some excavating on this site. A bunch of archaeologists came in, and they found one of the most important sites in all of Rome. In this area, in the 2nd and 4th century BC, there were a series of 4 different temples built along these sites over the course of 2,000 years. And they're not exactly sure which is which, but there are some speculation, and they're called A, B, C, and D. But I want to show you the most important thing here. Let's get the camera angle right for you. There's a big tree in the middle, so pillars. See this little tree? There's a teeny tiny little tree there. Right behind that, there's a small square boxed off area. And in 44 BC, on the Ides of March 15th, this area was where the senators met. It was a theater-like setting, and that is where Julius Caesar was stabbed by Brutus. So there's a tree right there, small squared-off area that his successor, adopted son, later built to keep that as a sacred spot because something terrible happened there. In addition to all this history, 4 temples, Julius Caesar, it is now the largest cat sanctuary in Rome. So, for whatever reason, during the excavation, cats would tend to meet here, for lack of better terms. I'm not sure exactly how it happened. But there are over 70 cats that make these ruins their home, and a small army of volunteers, mostly women, who collect donations. They pay to have the cats spayed, neutered, fed, have this whole thing cleaned up. This had been closed for the longest time, and